What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is MrEndcat, or Remcat, whichever you prefer. I'm the Australian commentator commonly known for PC gaming, and welcome back to the MahaloNetwork, a place where directors can upload their content and have a massive orgy and have fun uploading their stuff and all that kind of crazy crap. But this is the first real episode of Mr. Mondays. I apologise I didn't have a video last week. I was actually really sick, so I didn't really do a whole lot of commentating. But you guys voted for Assassin's Creed 2 gameplay, so that's what you get. And let's get the voting underway for the next episode. Actually, I shouldn't say the first. For the next episode, what would you guys like to see? Would you like to see Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, or would you like to see some COD 4? And I can't guarantee COD 4 being anything amazing. I'll just record some stuff and see how it goes. But Modern Warfare 3, I'll take some shit from theatre. And yeah, guys, don't forget to choose your subject, whatever you guys want to see, you guys will get. Now, let's get into the topic. You guys wanted me to talk about the future of PC gaming. And the future of PC gaming is a kind of diverse topic. There's a lot of things going on. So you got hardware, you got the hardware and the software side of things. And I'm not too great with hardware and software kind of stuff, but I do know my games and what I want. I do know what I want. And so, in terms of hardware, computers will only get smaller, and that's a given. You know, computers and and all that kind of stuff, they will only get smaller and they'll become more readily available. I think more powerful machines will become more readily available to to the general public who isn't a serious gamer who wants to fork out $3 grand for some crazy amazing computer. I think my computer right now is just a pre-built and it can run games just fine. It's not a great computer, but it runs games with no real trouble. I had to turn the resolution down a little bit just to record this with fraps, but I can run it on 1920 by 1080. I think it is. I can't remember. So yeah, machines will only get smaller but more powerful, more compact parts, and that's what happens all the time. It's happened ever since computers came out. They started with the size of rooms, and now look at them. They're the size of like a freaking, I don't even know what the size of, a cardboard box. But yeah, that's the hardware side. Now, touchscreen. I had to think about this, and monitors, as far as they go, they get more clearer and have more clarity to them. So could 3D be a possibility also? But what and 3D is something that's kind of common now as far as movies and stuff go. But in games, it's a pretty new concept. It came out for Black Ops. PS3 did have 3D capability, but it doesn't really give it 3D. It's more or less just giving it more clarity and more depth in the picture. But what if it was true 3D? That would be pretty cool. Now, touchscreen. I was just saying that a second ago before I distracted with 3D. Touchscreens could be a major possibility as far as gameplay goes. I mean, you can see the Nintendo 3DS and all that kind of stuff. They've got these little touchscreen pads at the bottom. But what if that was on your monitor? Like, you could just choose your inventory with the flick of a finger. Just putting your hand on your monitor and being like, I want that, and that. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. That would be really awesome to have like a touchscreen enabled on your monitor, and that could be really quite widespread. I mean, it is happening now. There are like all-in-one computers, but could they actually be more common for gaming, I guess? And in general, I think the PC community can only grow. I mean, it isn't huge compared to Xbox or PS3, but at the moment, it is growing. It's growing. With Call of Duty especially, it's growing. But in general, I think PC gaming has become very widely known as the platform. It is, in my opinion, PC you can't beat it. I don't think you can beat PC as far as gaming goes. It's just such an awesome way to play games. Just the sheer beauty of a lot of the games you can play is just awesome. And I think just in general, the way games work just seems better. But that's just my opinion, guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys are just like, Xbox rule. But not for me, not necessarily. I mean, Xbox and PS3 are great, but yeah, I think PC is just far better for gaming. I feel anyway. I just love them. Now, multiplayer. This is something I'm sure a fair few of you guys are wondering. I think multiplayer, as far as multiplayer goes, with the the introduction of like fiber optic and stuff, and that hasn't been a huge thing in Australia just yet, but it's getting introduced. Unfortunately, where I live, I won't be able to get it because there's just not enough people, and our country's too freaking stingy to get us some. But anyway, multiplayer will become lag free. I think, in the not too distant future, multiplayer will become something that's, you could communicate with someone from like America, say, because I'm in Australia, and if I try and play with an American, I get freaking like 300 ping, and it sucks. You just can't play on that. But I think with fiber optic and internet speeds getting just faster and faster and faster and more readily available, I just think multiplayer will eventually become lag free. And that's just my opinion. I would love to see it become lag free now, but I think sometime in the well, not too far distant future, multiplayer will become lag free no matter where you are. Everyone could have 20 ping and it would be fantastic. But that's just my thoughts. Now, this was an interesting point I wrote down, and I've seen it already in Eve and another game. But the integration of games between, so you're playing one game on PC and it affects your console game. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about with Eve, Eve is a huge, an MMO, a massively multiplayer online thingy. I think that's what an MMO is, but I don't play a lot. I'm more of a campaign and COD guy, unfortunately. But Eve is a huge MMO, where you're a captain of a starship, like a spaceship, and you're flying around, fighting the good fight, all that kind of shit. And running a corporation, joining clans of other ships and stuff like that. But they brought out a free game on PS3 that's obviously in beta, I think, at the moment. But it's a direct link to the Eve universe. So the way corporations are run and stuff like that in Eve on PC, it affects the way this game works. It's an FPS, and it's basically, so Eve is about the spaceships and obviously in space fighting there, and then this game, I can't remember the name of it. I'm really sorry about this. This is it's like you're on the ground. You're the troops that get deployed on the planet. And that also it affects the way the Eve universe works as well. Eve way corporations are run and stuff. That's not the only way. And that was a fail in the gameplay there. I just accidentally killed a civilian. But what else? Well, I'm getting distracted by the gameplay. So, could more games be more like this, but have a direct link, so your multiplayer could tap in with console, and that would be a really cool thing because, excuse me, I now I've got a cough. That's not good. If Xbox players or something could play on PC servers, that would be awesome. And I have to say, it would be amazing because it would be easy MOABs for me, because Xbox players are terrible. Actually, general console players are pretty bad, I gotta say. No offense, but a lot of console players are bad. And that's probably good for you YouTubers out there, because it's easy gameplays for you. But on PC, it seems that the bad players just aren't as common. There are lots of bad players, but they aren't as prevalent as Xbox and PS3 go. But anyway, so if that could be a direct link, that would be awesome. But guys, let's get voting for the next one. Actually, I've already done that, haven't I? Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little commentary. We've been talking about obviously the future of PC gaming, and I guess the future of gaming in general, in a sense. But guys, yeah, Modern Warfare 3 or COD 4 for the next episode. What would you guys like to see? And yeah, choose any random topic you want, anything like that. I don't need to stretch again. Jesus. Yeah, what would you guys like to see? And well, what would you guys like me to talk about? Also, vote in the comment section below what topic you would like me to talk about, whether it be gay marriage rights or just generally AIDS or something. I don't know. Don't talk about AIDS. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Go sub to my channel, MrEndcat94. There'll be a link in the description. Go subscribe to Mahalo while you're here, because it's a great channel with lots of great directors. And what else? Oh yeah, Facebook and Twitter. Go follow MahaloNetwork and like the MahaloNetwork page, and also go like my Facebook page and my Twitter. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you later. Deuces. I just ripped that off, so grizz.